What's going on, guys? It's STG. On this episode, I want to talk to you a little bit about why premiums on gold have been pretty low over the past 6 years. They're actually the lowest it's been in 6 years, according to this article. And we're just going to go over this article and we're going to see what factors are affecting the price of gold and the premiums. So, I want to make a disclaimer. I am in no way a financial advisor. This is just my own personal opinion. So, I just want to put that out there. So, here we go. It looks like they're saying Americans who once bought gold bars and coins are starting to offload their assets, and in Asia they're doing the opposite. They're starting to buy more coins and bars instead of gold jewelry. They're basically saying because of in the U.S. Trump's tariffs, Americans are more confident that these tariffs and how Trump is doing. Basically, there's more stability now, and there's less need to buy gold. While in Asia, they're taking a somewhat different approach, opposite approach, and thinking there's a lot of instability, and gold is seen as something that's very stable. So, in my personal opinion, I honestly don't think the average American is taking that into consideration when they're purchasing gold. I honestly think a lot more of it has to do with the actual physical price of gold more than anything else. Over the past year, gold has gone up at least 40% in value. And over the past few years, I'm sure it's easily gone up 50% in value. So, I think this is the main factor as to why a lot of people are not stacking as much gold as they were. Here it says they talk about specifically money metals exchanges, that it says in 2021 they would have paid 121 over spot for an AGE. Now they're basically indicating that they pay $20 under spot. So the premiums have dramatically gone down in the US. You guys can clearly see the price of gold in the past week or so has also gone down a bit. So who knows why this is happening? I feel mostly because of the threat of possible world war has gone down significantly. And I think during times of crisis, people always tend to panic and the price of precious metals go up. I think when there is actually a financial crisis, the price of PMs do tend to go up and stay up for a protracted period of time. Here we go. We could see here the demand for gold bars and coins has been falling for the past 3 years in North America and Western Europe, while rising everywhere else. Here we could see the demand for bars and coins rose 3% in Asia. Chinese market 12% increase. So it's interesting in the Chinese market because there's actually obviously China is still probably the largest importer of gold in the past year or so. Actually, the U.S. I think the U.S. since Trump got elected, actually the U.S. might be the largest importer of gold. I don't want to give any definitive numbers without doing my research, but it's one of the two countries. But we could safely assume China is either first or second in the world in importing of gold. So it's kind of interesting in China because there were a lot of government-backed, I guess you call them coin shops, for lack of a better term, that would sell gold. Traditionally, gold jewelry was sold in China, but here it's saying people are buying more bars and coins. I guess maybe because bars and coins, I don't know, maybe they're easier to transport. People don't want to necessarily display a sign of wealth and, maybe wear them every day. Maybe they want to have something that they could easily transport that is not, not so flashy. So, coins or bars for whatever reason are increasing, and there's definitely been an increase in the number of fake gold bars coming out of China. I know there was a whole issue with, fake Perth Mint bars, and most likely they originated in China, these fake gold bars, and there has been a lot of fake gold sold in China, especially because of such a large increase in demand. And there's actually been unscrupulous companies that have actually taken people's gold from storage and just fled with their precious metals. So that's an interesting situation, what's going on in China. There's a lot more at play in China, especially the Asian economies, I think, are actually on a decline. Especially in China, they have the whole real estate market crash recently, and the threat of increase in tariffs, the slowdown in domestic consumption. All these factors are playing into a slowdown in China's economy recently. And I guess gold is being increasingly looked at as a safe haven for people's money, people's investments. So here we go. In the U.S., profit taking is part of the equation. Gold's stunning climb, up 59% since 2024. Okay, I was being conservative, saying within the past year it's 40%. They're saying 59%. So gold, these are just forecasts for some of the major banks. Everyone has a different opinion, but I just thought it's pretty interesting because when I go to the LCS now, I'm really not paying too much of a premium, even for premium gold items. If you go to Bullion Exchange's website, guys, I'm kind of surprised here. Buy gold at spot, and you could easily buy a ton of gold coins. It does have, some of them have abrasions, they sell them polished or clean abrasions. But here you could get a 50 pesos gold coin, US Mint gold coin, Austrian, Corona, Krugerrand, they always have these at spot. So it's just kind of interesting that, even though the price of gold is up, the premiums have been the lowest they've been in probably about 6 years, basically what they're saying in the article. And I find it quite interesting here. Premiums lowest in 6 years. So now they're basically paying the dealer a fee to offload their gold because of the demand, I guess, is so low. So instead of paying spot or above spot, they're paying below spot because of the excess in availability of gold. So that's pretty much it, guys. I just wanted to go over this. When you do go to your LCS, make sure you're not paying a high premium on gold, guys, because gold right now has extremely low premiums. Even though the price is somewhat higher, it's 59% higher, they're saying, compared to the beginning of 2024, according to this article right here. So yeah, I think the best time to buy gold, guys, is when you have the money. That's just my opinion. And even if it's only 1/10 of an ounce or even less, save up every week, get your paycheck until you could afford to buy it, and just buy a little bit, because in the long run, it's an investment in your future. It's a hedge against inflation. Gold has been around and used as money for over 5,000 years. It's probably not going to be going anywhere in our lifetimes. So it's just something that's extremely stable and is only going to go up over time if the last 100 years is any indication of gold's price in the future. That's all for now, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and as always, stack that gold.